Hey, welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the tech news update for May 26, 2016. We are Thursday, and in our tech news update today, we have PlayStation 4 numbers. PlayStation 4, Sony has announced that the console has sold 40 million copies since its beginnings, and that in the last 6 months, the number of consoles sold were 10 million. So not only are they selling them a lot, but their sales are kind of increasing. So pretty cool, and really makes this console the king of consoles right now. If you compare that to Xbox One, I checked the numbers. Xbox One would be right now at around 20 million. So which means that for every Xbox sold, there are two PlayStation 4 sold. But the good news for Xbox is that apparently its sales are increasing in speed. So that's at least the good news. And as we'll see as the year goes on in the future, how these numbers fare in 6 months or a year. Google AdWords. Well, the mobile ad business for Google has been kind of in a struggle. It's been having a lot of problems getting relevant ads, having of course advertisers pay a fair price for ads on mobile devices because of the small screen. So now they are updating their basically mobile ad network. And what will happen is, first of all, Google Maps, they will introduce in Google Maps new um, promoted pins that they call. That means that on the map, for example, you will have, say you ask for pizza restaurant near you. Of course, you will have the regular search, but there will be little pins that will be different, and those will be paid advertisements for these restaurants or these places. So it gives you an idea that they want to really promote as much as possible. I have no problem with that. The only important thing I think is to at least be clear that it's an ad and be clear that leave other restaurants there also and not remove anything. They will also change styles in the way mobile ads are distributed on mobile devices. So hopefully that could improve the AdSense revenues for YouTube creators. PayPal is killing off Windows Phone, BlackBerry, and Amazon apps starting June 30th. They've been looking through the different apps and thinking, well, where is all of that going to work? I use the PayPal app a lot, and it is one of the apps. I have a folder with banking stuff on my phone, and PayPal is part of that. And basically, PayPal says, well, Windows Phone, Amazon, and BlackBerry are too small a market now. It's not worth taking the time to update an app or do another app. But they did say, it's not all lost. If you have one of these devices, you can use the browser in that mobile device and still go to PayPal through the browser at least. So at least you can still use PayPal. It's just that it might not be as convenient as using an app. Microsoft is planning to release two new streaming devices at E3 conference coming this June. So E3 conference is that big conference for gaming and gaming developers. And basically, there was a report that from the internals of Microsoft that basically two streaming devices would be coming, and they would compete uh, in part with maybe like Apple TV and stuff like that. They would have apps and will enable you to stream, of course, different videos and stuff like that, but also would enable you to stream your Xbox games through any TV in your home connected to a wireless network. So that's going to be very interesting to see what these devices are. Well, Windows 10 anniversary update. We have a little more news. It seems that now they are Microsoft is basically in the official anniversary update kind of end of the line right now. What is happening is that they did say that starting from about now, no new features are going to be added. which means that the next insider build will probably be mostly with all the updates and all the new stuff that we'll see this summer, and that they are now mostly working on just stabilizing Windows 10 and making it really, the best operating system they can for this summer. And the internal build number is apparently version 16.07. If you remember, 15.11 was the last update, and that meant that it was for the year 2015, month 11 with November. And now 16.07 would mean 2016, July. Well, it seems that Google wants to remove the passwords off of our Android devices, and even the login to their Gmail and their different services. What's happening is that Google says that they have found a way that they know enough about us to actually enable us to enter our devices, our different services of Google also, without having to enter a password, because they kind of know by the way we do things that we are the person using the device. So I don't know exactly how that works, but it sounds interesting. And apparently from now to about a year from now, most of their services would be passed on to a no password entered. So you would just use a device and they would know if it's you or your friends or anybody else using the device apparently. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what this brings. And talking about passwords, Microsoft said that they have enough. Now they have and they are working on an enormous list of banned passwords. And so as we move on into the next few weeks and months, all the passwords that are no good will not be working in any of their services. But not just that. If you are using a bad password right now, you're going to get a warning that if you don't change it in 48 hours, well, your account will be blocked. So I think this is a good move because too many people are really using bad passwords. I've had a few instances in the past few weeks with clients. So pretty cool. And I think that's going to be real nice to see. This, I think every service that uses passwords should ban bad passwords. So that was the Tech News Update for Thursday, May 26, 2016. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let us know. Hopefully you enjoy our videos and we'll come back to our channel. Thank you for watching.